Hey guys, I hope that I'm live right now. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know. Hello everyone. I hope that I'm live right now, guys. If you guys are able to listen to me properly as well as those who are able to listen to me properly as well as there's no issues with the audio or the video, please let me know, guys. Everybody is able to listen to me properly, right? Okay, great guys, awesome. So today the camera is actually not functioning properly. So here I am on the screen somewhere down the corner. I will try to keep it on my screen itself. Okay, that will be the aim that is there. Okay, so pardon me for the same guys, but actually the camera isn't functioning properly. So I'll try to make sure that everything works out properly for us guys. That will be the aim. Okay, so nevertheless, I'll try to make sure that that is there on our screens. I'll try to install a extension. So window pin extension. See, always on top. Let us see. Okay. Let us see if I'm able to find a certain one. Pin me. Is this the one? Let me see, guys, if I'm able to find something. Pin a window on top, Windows 11. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Desk pin. I think so. This is the one that we have to use. Let us see. Desk pins. DESK pins. Desk pin download. Free download for PC. Free download. Just install it once, guys. Next. Install. Close. DSK desk pins. Let's see if we are able to find it right over here. Okay, so here it is, and we'll pin this up. Okay, so now everything will be working absolutely fine, guys. Let's do a quick introduction to what we have to study in today's class, guys. So could you guys let me know what did we learn in our yesterday's class? Please let me know, guys. Could you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class? Please let me know. Could you guys let me know what have we studied in our yesterday's class, guys? You don't need to install it. I've just installed it so that you guys are able to see me. Actually, the camera isn't working properly. That's why. So we learned about CSS. We learned about 3 methods of installing, like using connecting CSS with our HTML, guys. We learned about inline CSS, internal CSS, and external CSS. Along with that, we learned about classes and IDs, right? We learned about classes and IDs right over there. That too we have learned. Anything else, guys? Anything else that we learned in our yesterday's class? We also learned about pixels and percentages, right? We learned about the absolute and relative units of measurements. These are the things that we learned in our yesterday's class, right, guys? So in today's class, our aim is to understand a little bit more about these units of measurements. That is your inline, your percentages, VH, VMs, EM. Then you are having your all these different other methodologies of using relative units of measurements. We'll try to understand those. We'll try to explain about those as well, guys. So that will be the aim of today's class. Are you guys able to understand? And if time permits, we'll start a little bit of JavaScript as well. We'll start with a little bit of JavaScript as well. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Okay, great. So without wasting any further time, let's get started with our today's class, guys. Let me open up Code Sandbox right over here. And I will open up your chat on my mobile phone so that I'm able to see your chat as well. Give me a second. So I've opened up your chat on my mobile phone, guys. So I'm able to see all your messages as well. I'll just keep it right over here somewhere. I hope it stays. Okay, it is not going to stay right over there. We'll just keep it right over here itself. Okay, no issues. So let's get started with it, guys. We'll use yesterday's sandbox itself. We're not going to create a new sandbox. And we'll continue from right over here. We'll open up the browser in a new tab. And we don't require this. We don't require this. We'll hide this off as well. Okay, so let's get started, guys. The first thing that we need to understand, what are percentages? Just a quick revision, guys. Percentages are with respect to the parent element, guys. Percentages are with respect to the parent element. So that we saw yesterday, right? We created this div out and div in. We assigned our like out, we assigned a height and width was 50%. The width of in was 50%. So as you're able to see, the in div tag is 50% of the parent element, that is the out div tag, which is 50% of the entire screen, guys. Similar to that, we are having another unit of measurement that's called as VH and VW, guys. Okay, viewpoint height and viewpoint width. Now, before moving further, please try to understand it. You can do the exact same thing with your height as well, guys. You don't have to always do it for width. For example, I can change this. I'll change this to, let's assume, 500 pixels right over here. Okay, the width will be 500 pixels. The width of this, let us keep it as 300 pixels itself. Okay, that is the width of this. And you can change the height. So now if I put up the height as 50%, guys, I'm changing up the height right now. 50% right over here. And I'm changing this to be 50% right over here as well, guys. So as you're able to see, we are going to have the height. So height of the out div tag. Okay, height of the out div tag is 50% the height of the screen, height of the body tag. Whatever the body tag is. So body tag is the basic parent element for our out div tag, right? So that is going to be 50% of that. Similar to that, the in div tag will be 50% of its parent element, that is the out div tag, guys. That is the out div tag. So we go back to our code and reload the code itself. As you guys are able to see, now the out div tag is 50% to our body tag and the in div tag is 50% to our out div tag itself. The height we are able to adjust from right over there. So whatever we saw with width, we can do the exact same thing with height as well. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. You can even put both of them as 50%. Okay, you can change everything to be 50% as well, guys. Control C, Control V here. So now everything will be 50% to each other, guys. As you're able to see right over here. Let us just reload the page, guys. It is taking us a minute to reload the page. Okay, have I saved it? Okay, I have not saved it right over here. Let us save this. So as you're able to see, both the height as well as the width right now are 50% to each other, guys. Both the height as well as the width are both 50%. Now 100% basically means your entire parent element. Whatever the size of parent element is, that is 100%. For example, for the in div tag, if I put up the width as 150%, guys, what is the meaning of this? For the in div tag, I'm putting up the width as 150%, guys. What is the meaning of this? Can somebody let me know? What is the meaning of this, guys? Can somebody let me know if the width of the in div tag is 150%? What do you mean by this, guys? Can somebody let me know? What is the meaning of this, guys, when I say that the in div tag is 50%, 150%, guys? Okay, in div tag is 150%. What is the meaning of this, guys? Can you guys let me know? It will go out of the out div tag. So the parent element size is 100%. It is even 50% more than that. The in div tag is even 50% more than that itself, guys. So we go back to our website and reload the page. You are able to see that the in div tag is now extending beyond the same, guys. The in div tag is extending beyond that. Are you guys able to see this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to see this, guys? Please let me know. So it is extending beyond it. It is 1.5 times of the width, guys. 1.5 times of the width, guys. Okay, are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Great. The next thing that we need to understand is just like percentages are there. So percentage is basically with respect to the parent element. Percentage is with respect to the parent element, guys. Similar to that, we are having something called as VH and VW. That is viewport width and viewport height, guys. Viewport width and viewport height. What is viewport? Viewport is basically I'm very sorry. Whatever you are able to see on your screen, guys, that is called as viewport. Whatever you are able to see on your screen, guys, that is called as viewport. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Guys, there is no lagging from my end. Okay, please try to understand this. There is no lagging from my end as I'm able to see right over here. So if there is any lag, this will become red. It is totally green. So that means that there is no lagging from my end right now. If there is a lag from your end, the lag will not be more than 1 or 2 seconds. Okay. If the lag is there from your end, it won't be more than 1 or 2 seconds itself, guys. So whenever you are facing a lag, just wait patiently for 1 or 2 seconds and click on live. Okay, and click on live. So that will get you to the live class once again. Again, from my end, there is no lag as you're able to see it. Everything is green right over there. Okay, so my end, there is no lag. If there is a particular problem from your end, just make sure that you are clicking on live. The lag will not be of more than 1 or 2 seconds. Okay, please do not disturb the class for that. Focus upon the class itself right now. Okay, guys, so like I said, so percentages is with respect to the parent element. Percentage is with respect to the parent element, guys. But VH is with respect to, always with respect to the body tag. Think about it in such a way. Percentage is with respect to the parent element. Your viewport width or VW is with respect to the width of the body tag. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Think about it in such a way. Let me just open up Paint right over here. Think about it in such a way, guys. Where is my tablet? Okay. Think about it in such a way. Your percentage is with respect to the parent element. Whatever the parent element is, according to that you are writing percentage. But VW is always with, no matter what the parent element is. We don't care about the parent element anymore. When you are writing VW, it is not with respect to the parent element. It is always with respect to the width of the body tag. Viewport width, guys. Viewport width. And then you are having viewport height. So if you are using VH or viewport height itself, that means always with respect to the height. To the height of the body tag. Okay, are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. So we go back right over here and we change the width of our int tag to be 50, let's assume 70% or 70 VW, guys. If I change my width to 70 VW, what will happen, guys? What will happen? Can somebody let me know? If I'm changing the width to 70 VW, guys, viewport width, what will happen, guys? Please let me know. What will happen, guys? Please let me know. I'm changing my width to 70 VW, then what will happen, guys? Please let me know. It will be 70% with respect to the body. It will be 70% with respect to the body tag itself. Not with respect to the parent element. 70% with respect to the body tag. So if we go back right over here, guys, if we go back right over here and we try to refresh the page itself, okay, we go back right over here and we refresh the page, as you're able to see, the int tag is 70% with respect to the entire website, not with respect to your parent element. Similar to that, if you are using VH, that means viewport height, guys. VH, that means viewport height. If I'm putting up 30 VH, that is 30% with respect to the body tag, the height of the body tag itself. Okay, height of the body tag itself, guys. If we go back right over here, refresh the page, as you're able to see, now it will be 30% with respect to the body tag, height of the body tag itself, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know, guys. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Great, awesome. Similar to that, there is another tag, that another unit of measurement that you guys need to understand. That is the emphasis tag. Okay, the emphasis unit, or EM. Okay, EM or emphasis. Okay, so let us go back. Let us go back to our HTML code itself. Let us go back to our HTML code. Instead of having div tags, we'll have a single paragraph tag, guys. We'll have a paragraph tag saying Shaurya Sin. So that is my name. Okay, Shaurya Sinha right over here. We'll save it. We'll go back to our website, reload our page, so you are able to see Shaurya Sinha printed on your screens, right? In very, very, very small letters itself, guys. In very, very, very small letters, you are able to see Shaurya Sinha right over there, right? Now, EM or emphasis tag that is there basically helps you to increase the size of this particular text itself, guys. This text. So EM is used with respect to text. Okay, let us do that. Let us select the paragraph tag in CSS. So paragraph tag, let's select that, and then let's change the font size. Okay, let's change the font size to be 2EM. Okay, so what do you mean by EM, guys? What do you mean by EM? 2EM means whatever was the original size of that text. Whatever was the original size of that text, now the new size is twice the original size. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. If I'm writing 2EM, that is the new font size for our paragraph tag, that means 2 times the original size. 2 times the original size itself. Are you guys able to understand? Somebody has written it very, very, very beautifully. Abdul Rahman has written it. Emphasis 2 times. Emphasize 2 times. Great, Rahul. Abdul Rahman. That is a very great way of writing it out. Okay, emphasize the text 2 times. Increase the size of the text twice. So if I save this, if I go back to my website and reload my page, now my size of the text is twice the original size. Now my size of the text is twice the original size itself. If I go back, if I change it to 2.5, guys, I can have decimal numbers as well. 2.5. Then the size of the text is now 2.5 times the original size. The size of the new text is 2.5 times the original size. If I save this, if I go back to my website and reload my page, my text will appear a little bit bigger. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Whatever was the original size, it will work according to that. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Once again, guys, my camera isn't functioning properly. That is the reason why I had to just pin up the picture right over there so that it feels a little bit more interactive. Okay, the camera is not functioning properly, so it might take me 1 or 2 days to figure it out. But nevertheless, you guys should be able to see me as well. Okay, not too hard, guys. Very easy to understand, right? Great, guys. Awesome. The next thing that we need to understand right now is, let's take up one example of an image and let's try to make some changes inside of it. How to use CSS? That is a major question, right? Please try to understand it. There's nobody in this world who knows the entirety of all the tags that exist inside of HTML. There is nobody in this world who knows all the CSS that exists inside of this world, guys. What we as a developer do is that we take up a problem statement. This is what I want to do with our, let's assume the picture. Okay, we want to add the styling to our picture. We Google it out. We understand what changes that needs to be done, and then we implement it inside of our images itself. Whatever styling that needs to be done. And slowly and steadily, with time, with practice, some of the basic stuff, we tend to remember it. Some of the basic stuff, by practice, we tend to remember it. So please try to understand it, guys. You don't need to understand CSS, HTML or JavaScript to the very crux, to the very advanced levels to start making websites. And that is what I'm going to prove inside of this bootcamp, guys. That is what we are going to prove inside of this bootcamp. I'm teaching guys the basics, just the understanding of the topics itself. And then we are going to create the project live inside of the class from the utmost scratch. And you will be able to understand this, that you don't require advanced knowledge to create projects. You do it along the flow. You figure out problem statements and you solve it right over there. You learn as you make projects. Okay, so never worry about that, guys. So let us take up a very small problem statement, guys. A very small problem statement. We are having an image on our website, guys. Let's take up an image right over here. img tag, guys. src dot slash the image and the alt text after that, guys. Alternate text, asta saved. We'll save it right over here. We'll go back to our website, reload the page. So we're able to see the image right over here. Now the image is pretty huge. We don't want this huge image right over here. So we'll apply some stylings to it. So we'll first select. So now, guys, a new thing. Never select a tag. Okay, again, guys, this is again something I'm telling you guys right over here. Okay, never select a tag, guys. Are you guys able to understand this? Please let me know. Never select a selector as a tag. Always create a class and then select it. This is again one of the other things that you learn as you become a developer. Moving on. So I'm just giving you some pro tips as well. Okay, never do that. Okay, if you want this image tag to be selected, create a class right over here. Okay, create a class. Name that class as anything. Asta. Let's name it as Asta itself. We'll save it right over here. And then we'll select the class. How to select a class, guys? Just a quick revision. How to select a class? Please let me know. How to select a class, guys? Please let me know, guys. Dot and then asta. Great, guys. Awesome. Dot asta. And this is where we're going to apply our changes. First, let's change the height and width. So we'll put up the width, width as, let's assume, let's put it up as 30%. Okay, 30% should be more than sufficient for us. We'll put up the width as 30%. Now to make sure that the image is not getting distorted, right? The height remains the same and then the width becomes 30%. It will look like shit. The image will look like shit. So when you just specify the width, you are not specifying the height. Then the website automatically, CSS automatically resizes the height as well so that the aspect ratio of the image looks the exact same. The image does not look distorted. Okay, so if we go back to our website and reload our page, guys, as you're able to see, now the width of our image is 30% the width of the entire thing itself. Now we are going to add a border around it. Okay, we want to have a black color border around it. That is our first aim. Adding a border around our image. Now let's assume I don't know how to add a border. Okay, I don't know how to add border inside of CSS. No issues. Go to internet. Okay, go to google.com, search for it. border border CSS. Okay, simple. Simple, guys. Border CSS. That's it. I just searched about it. Go to the very first link. Go to the very first link. But always remember one thing, guys. Always remember one thing. Whenever you don't know something and you're searching about it, if you are just seeing that, okay, this is how I do it, and then you go back, that is one of the worst ways to understand programming. One of the worst ways to understand programming. You don't know how to apply a border, go through the entire page, read through the entire page itself, try to understand what is happening right over there. What type of changes can we do right over there itself? Go through the entire page of CSS borders, borders, width. Then you are having border color. Then you are having border sides, shorthand. Then you are having your rounded borders. Go through the entire thing. Try to understand as much as possible about that topic and then apply changes to your website. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Will you follow this process? Whenever you don't know something, search about it. No issues. There's no harm, no foul in Googling stuff out. Google is your best friend itself, guys. But read through the entirety of it. Try to understand as much as possible and then go back to your coding. So here, because I already know how to do it, so I don't have to go through the entire thing, but I just told you guys how to do that. So we'll go back to our code, guys. We'll go back to our code. We'll implement a border property right over here. We'll provide it with a thickness. So let us give it a thickness of 10 pixels. Okay, thickness of 10 pixels. We'll keep it solid, SOLID solid, and we'll give it a color of black. Okay, we'll give it a color of black, guys. So the thickness of the border all across on the four sides is going to be 10 pixels. the line, the border is going to be a solid 10 pixels with a color filled inside of it. And the color is going to be black. That is what I have mentioned right over here. So we'll save this, we'll go back to our website and we'll reload our page itself. So as you're able to see, we are now getting a black colored beautiful border around my entire image itself. Now you can do a lot of different things, guys. You can do a lot of different things. So this is called a solid border, wherein the entire border is like a solid line itself. You can change it to a dashed. Okay, for example, if I change it to DASHED dashed way itself, I save it. Then now the same border will now appear to be dashed. The same border will now appear to be dashed as you are able to see on your screen. You don't like dash, you want dotted. You can just change the dash to dotted itself. Just change this to dotted. I will save this. We'll go back to our website, reload our page. As you're able to see, now the border is dotted. Similar to that, guys, there are multiple different ways in which you can put up a border. As you are able to see right over here on the website itself. Okay, why is this hanging up? Okay, so as you're able to see, these are the different methods in which you can put up a border. Okay, there are dotted borders, there are dashed borders, there are solid borders. I'll just zoom in a little bit so that you guys are able to see it. Dotted borders, dashed borders, solid borders, a double border, a groove border, a ridge border, an insert border, an outsert border, no border, a hidden border, a mixed border. The multiple ways in which you can create borders. So like I said, if you don't know something, go and research about it. Try to understand what are the different ways in which you can keep it and what is the meaning about each and every of these borders as well. Are you guys able to understand this? The more that you study, the more, like I said yesterday as well, the more that you fuck around, the more that you find. Okay, that is what you need to understand. Okay, so for our purpose, we are going to take up a solid border itself, I think so, or a dashed border. A solid border is what I want to go further with. So I'll just take up a solid border itself. Very simple, very sweet, very pleasing as well. Okay, so this is the final product that we are having right over here. Now I want to make my image appear 3D. Okay, I want to make my image appear 3D itself, guys. That is what I want to do. So let us look at that as well, guys. Let us look at that as well. So again, I don't know how to make an image appear 3D. So to make an image appear 3D, I need to add shadow. Okay, when something is 3D, there will be a shadow that it will be casting right over there, right? So I'll just search SHADOW shadow CSS. Simple, guys. Nothing too fancy, nothing too amazing. I'll just go to box shadow property. Just I'll open it up. The first website that I'm able to find. Okay, I don't have to think about it a lot as well. This first website that I'm able to find. As you're able to see, we'll go through it. We'll try to understand what is happening right over here. That is the main aim, guys. The more that you understand, the more that you try to read about it, the better you will be able to understand the topic. Are you guys able to understand it? Please do let me know. Just go through the entire thing, guys. Just go through the entire thing, try to find it, try to see some of the examples, what they have done, how they have done it. That is all that you have to do. Now for us to create a border, guys, let me bring my tablet and my pen so that I'm able to make you guys understand how to create a border. Give me a second. Okay, so let's try to understand this, guys. So this is our image. Let's assume this is our image right over here, guys. Okay, this is the border, this is the image. Let us put up a fill right over there. We'll fill it up with a blue color. This is our image, guys. Now I want to make it appear 3D. So if it is 3D, then it will get a shadow right over here, right? It will get a shadow right over here, guys. And then it will get a shadow right over here. So now it appears 3D, right, guys? Are you guys able to understand? If something is 3D, you are having a light source right over here. Okay, you are having a light source right over here. So this is your light right over here, guys. So the shadow will only appear on two sides, right? That is the practical physics. Practical physics. If there is a light somewhere, then the shadow will be casted in the opposite direction. There will be no shadow here. There will be no shadow here as well, right? Are you guys able to understand this, guys? Please let me know. That is how I'll be able to make it appear as if it is coming out of the page, right? I'll be able to make it appear as if it is coming out of the page itself. So let us do that, guys. Let us go back to our code. Let's try to put up a box shadow property, guys. Okay, we'll put up a box shadow property just like this. So let us go. So this is the kind of example that I was giving to you guys, right? Wherein the box is having a shadow on both the ends and it appears as if it is coming out of the page itself.